Amazing Spider-Man week continues on Where I Got It Figured with Deluxe figure retro carded Spider-Man Rhino.
The way I got it figured.
All right, gang. Sheriff back with another Marvel Legends Spider-Man week review. This time, Marvel's Rhino. One of the figures that was released as a deluxe this year. I got this figure back in maybe June. So yeah, it's been a while. I haven't opened them. But he was just sort of on a backlog. And since it's the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man, I am doing reviews all this week on that stuff. So here's Rhino. This is a retool of the original figure. That was more of the 90s version where you had like a belt and a shoulder pads and that kind of stuff. This is a figure based off of the animated series, as of course appearance of the character where he was just sort of like a rhino. And of course back in the day, his original appearance, this is evocative of his original appearance back in the 60s. So of course he comes with some extra hands and an additional head. And I believe this figure was also originally a Build-A-Figure. So yeah, so this is a complete version of that Build-A-Figure. So here's a part of the wave with armored Spider-Man armor Mark 1, Hammerhead, Symbiote Spider-Man, Ben Reilly Spider-Man, the Shocker, and Hobgoblin. And of all these figures, the only one I did not get from that wave was the Spider Armor Mark 1, which is from the 90s. I really don't like that armor. I never did. It's personal. It's just a personal thing, right? So looking at the package a little bit closer, we have the actions of Rhino, which is, of course, the hands can be exchanged and the head can be exchanged. And then you have his blurb. Former Russian mafia muscle, the Rhino possesses immense strength, near impregnable exo armor, and a stubborn grudge against Spider-Man. So the Rhino indeed does have a stubborn grudge against Spider-Man. He's also not all that fond of the Incredible Hulk either, and they've had several run-ins over the years. All right, so we're gonna get this guy out and take a look at the figure out of the package. All right, so here's Rhino out of the package with his accessories arrayed before him, his extra hands, and of course the extra head. Details on the figure are pretty cool. In my research for doing this video, I looked up some information on the old Rhino figure. And a lot of this is the same. Looks like he's got it kind of like he had the one head, and now they gave him an additional head. I believe the Build-A-Figure might have had one fist and one open gripping hand. And then of course he had more of the uniform on there, so there were holes here for the armor pieces. But this is definitely more of a classic Marvel Universe Rhino, just based on his appearance in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. He has all the articulation of the original figure. You can hear that snap and ratchet there. Arms, fist pumps, legs, nice and tight. He still, of course, has the rocking ankles. I can go put his head down pretty far, and he can look up pretty far. So if you're gonna do a running gore pose, to be honest, he's right out of the box in the best position to do that. He's pretty much right out of the box. If you want to have him in a more static kind of appearance, of course, you're just gonna pop his head off, put the just regular mean mug version of his face, and then give him some neutral hands. There we go. So despite his, vast superhuman strength, the Rhino is definitely more of a kind of a mook, a criminal type. Muscle usually for a more powerful henchman, not henchman, a henchman for a more powerful master criminal like the Kingpin or the Magia or something like that. Maybe the Hobgoblin. He's a hired gun with a big suit, Rhino suit. Sometimes the suit's like grafted to his body. I remember comic books where he wanted out of the suit because he was forever trapped in it. I guess he could just kind of go to the bathroom in the suit because he couldn't take it off. So that was kind of his deal in the early days. But he's a great figure. I'm pleased to punch with him. Looks great. I think they did a deluxe Kingpin. I probably wouldn't mind tracking that down at some point in the future. Right now, I gotta be careful, with money. So this is gonna be it for a while for Spider-Man.
No, it's easy to remove, right? The problem is I don't want to put myself in a chair. So I don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna take this time to show Rhino and some comparisons. All right, here is Rhino with the just reviewed Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. I do think it's appropriate to show him with Rhino because this is more or less Rhino's original appearance, and Spider-Man was just a wee lad when he first encountered him. And then we'll bring in retro carded Spider-Man. Will join the fray. As an adult, a little taller. Certainly faced off in this form against Rhino on the animated series, along with the symbiote Spider-Man, which unfortunately I don't have with me, so can't do a comparison on that. And then we'll bring in Miles Morales Spider-Man. Just for scaling purposes. Rhino and Spider-Man. Well, that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm having a lot of fun playing with these Spider-Man figures, particularly the Amazing Fantasy one. I know some people have been down about the packaging that it comes in, but honestly, the figure is just a lot of fun. On the video that I did, I couldn't resist playing with it. Yeah. So I'm gonna give Rhino a way I got a figured rank of 8. I'm calling it an 8 because he is a straight retool of an existing Build-A-Figure. So it's something we've seen before, but they've done a good job with it, and they give him some extra accessories to make him a more fulsome experience. So yeah, very happy with the figure. I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. Tomorrow we will be doing another video with another character that's definitely much more recent. Well, not much more recent. More recent than Rhino, which isn't really that far back. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and give me a comment. I love comments. If you look over my videos, I do try to get back to everybody in every comment. Until the next video, I'm going to sign off. I hope everybody will stay safe out there, and I will see you guys on the next video.